Eddie, it's always good to see you, buddy.
Lovely to see you.
Congratulations on the movie. I mean, I feel like we've talked many times, and it's always about something vastly different from the time before.
Right, yeah.
So that's a mark of a good career, I think.
Oh, good. This is different.
This is different,
yeah.
And I love Aardman. Many people do. I feel like it's like, you know, the cool American kids love Aardman, but every British kid probably.
Every British person. You're basically brought up on that and Marmite.
I was gonna say.
Yeah. It's like, it's basically.
I was gonna say, yeah. Is that part of like just the fabric of culture in Britain?
Yeah. And for me, it started. I don't know if you've ever seen Creature Comforts. Have you seen them?
I've heard you talk about this.
So
I need to look it up.
Look them up on YouTube. Basically, it was this amazing. Look it up. You will.
Get that right now. Pause this.
It's an amazing thing that Nick did early on, which is basically interviewing people around the country in the UK, like so real voices, and then animating in that way that he does with clay animals speaking there. It's something about the like contrast between what the voices are and what they're saying and what animal he chooses to. It's just
amazing.
It's properly hilarious. So I loved them when I was a kid, and then obviously Wallace and Gromit, Shaun Sheep, and it was the call you dream of getting.
Totally. Well, let me ask you this. I'm curious because like it is a very distinctly a British creation. Yeah, I mean the eyes and the teeth. It's fantastic, right? But like, are there corollaries for like American pop culture things that you've never been able to like wrap your brain around? Like something that was uniquely American that everyone you know from the States talks about that you're like, we just didn't get Saved by the Bell or whatever.
Oh,
you know, like
freaking love Saved by the Bell.
Okay, it's good. You did get Saved by the Bell.
Alf.
Alf, I mean, classic.
Loved Alf. Wait, sorry. Now I have to think of ones that that I just didn't get. Oh my God, there are probably so many.
Well, it sounds like you got a good pipeline. If you're getting Alf and Saved by the Bell, you're getting the best.
Definitely, as a proper '80s kid, they were my favorites. Wasn't there talk of like making an Alf movie and stuff?
There should be.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the one '80s property that hasn't been done.
That hasn't been done.
Wait, Eddie,
talk to someone.
Are you throwing your hat in the ring for an Alf
seriously,
movie?
Don't. I have to be careful. Have you ever heard of Banana Man?
No.
So Banana Man is like, it's this English superhero movie about this like really weak, weedy guy who eats banana and then turns into a Banana Man. I sort of thought it was up there with Marvel. I hadn't sort of distinguished those two
Iron
things.
Man and
it
Banana
wasn't.
Man.
And I talked about how like someone was like, "Would you ever play?" Like I was like, "Oh, I'd love to play Banana Man." And then there was chat that they might make a Banana Man movie, but if you've never heard of it, as a sort of
it's a blind spot for me.
Don't. Cultural pulse.
That is not me.
Yeah.
Let's talk about. I mean, I watched the movie and I enjoyed the movie, and I was struck by. I knew obviously you were in it going in, but you are doing a voice. Like you're definitely doing a character. No, it's a character. I mean, it's. I mean, you would hope it's a character, but like Doug is a departure from you.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me a little bit about like how you came up with the voice for this, and what does that look like at home when you're practicing different voices, and how embarrassing is that?
I mean, it's pretty humiliating. I mean, it's like you doing it, basically. It's like I have no experience in doing that. I'm really crap at like doing impressions of people.
I don't like that I'm the reference point for like, it's like an idiot doing it. It's like something I can't do anything.
As in, I have no experience. I basically had no experience other than doing one episode of Thomas the Tank Engine. But you turn up and Nick had already made the model of Doug and he showed me some animation that he'd done. And you basically just piss around in a booth for an hour or two trying lots of ridiculous things. And Doug ended up being some sort of version of how I voice my daughter's teddy bear to her. And so basically slightly high-pitched and eager.
Nice. That's what you're going for?
Exactly, that's what I was going for.
Did you spend, you and Hiddleston must go back.
We do go back quite a long way, although we didn't get to actually, we literally only saw each other at the premiere in this film, but he's so funny in it, like properly funny in this movie.
Definitely. Are you a master impressionist like Tom Hiddleston?
Absolutely not.
Really?
No, completely not.
Please
don't. No, I don't have one. Please don't make me do this.
I'm not going to make you do anything. You're a man of your own free will. But you don't have one good.
No, not a single one.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Fair enough.
No.
What is it? I was talking about what it looks like, embarrassing at home coming up with a voice. But doing the voice in the booth.
Yeah.
If I had like hours of footage of just watching you in the booth, is that mortifying? Would I hold that over your head?
It's weirdly overly physical. You sort of overemphasize everything to try and get it, put all of that energy into a voice. And basically, the place that I went to where we were doing the voicing had a loo with like a shed load of deodorants. When I first saw it, I didn't understand why, and then after about 15 minutes, I should probably go to the loo. Spraying every time. Yeah, because it's really physical work. I also like pulled lots of muscles in weird places from getting a bit over-energized.
Do you do vocal warm-ups?
No. Although I had a cold on the last session I did, and there's a moment at the beginning of the film when Doug is trying to catch that big fruit at the top of the tree, and he's attached to a rope, and then he goes flying.
Right.
And he does this, ah!
It goes on forever.
Yeah, it goes on forever, and they wanted me to add a bit more to that, but my voice went, oh! And they're like, okay, that's... You watched all the lovely Nick, looking slightly depressed that he wasn't going to get what he wanted.
Oh.
Yeah.
You talked about like this being kind of a dream phone call to get, but like, you know, you look at your resume and you're a young man. I don't want you to peak too early because you've already gotten, you know, you've done the huge musical, you've gotten the Oscar, you've gotten the Tony, you've like been in an Aardman movie.
It's all downhill.
J.K. Rowling, you know, it's like, this is like the bucket list of dreams for many actors.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you need to come up with new? No, I'm not. That's not the question. Do you feel like you need to come up with new goals if you had?
Do you know what the truth is? I was not a goal person. I think when I was younger, I always did have goals, and then you realise life is just hideous disappointment.
Right.
And so I learnt to cull goals, and it was when I started culling goals that things actually started going well. And also people say, oh, do you make choices in a kind of active way? And the answer is you just, or like people gone with Beasts and this, do you know, if you're doing it because you've got kids now, and the reality is no, it's just if you get asked to be a part in a J.K. Rowling film, one of the greatest storytellers of our time, and Nick Park, another of the great storytellers of our time. Do you say no? No, you definitely say yes. So that's kind of how it is.
So we were talking when you came in, you've wrapped on the second installment,
of
Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got a lot of time to talk about this one, so I don't need all the spoilers yet. But I'm just curious, like, where are we going to find Newton this one? How's he doing?
This is the glazed look that I do that I'm terrified as to what to say, lest I... Where you start off... So sorry, I literally can't say anything.
Let me ask you
Where do you start, Newt? He's in London. Am I allowed to say that? I might get shot. I think I literally might. He's in London.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We do know that.
We do know that it takes place in
Paris,
New York.
Am I going to do the answers for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good, yeah.
Well, here's what we definitely know is Jude Law is playing Dumbledore, which is amazing. Amazing casting. Are the audiences going to recognize this is obviously Dumbledore in a different part of his life? Does it feel like this is a different kind of Dumbledore, or is there a massive connection that you're going to recognize the other one?
It's a bit of both, isn't it? It's this, you see what I love about, and I've only, obviously made the movie, read the script, but we haven't seen anything put together yet. But what's amazing is that you have much more so in this film is the tissue, like of the Potter films connecting to the Beast's world. And I find that riveting, and seeing these characters that you've heard of, all the names of families that are kind of beginning to, and it's kind of, it's a dream as you try to plot together all the different things of where Jo's mind is at and where she's taking it. So I think there are definitely recognisable features, but Jude he brings such flair to it.
Yeah, I hear some more recognisable locations even perhaps in this
Perhaps.
One.
Ooh, perhaps. What do you see? Fish.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
It's always impossible.
Very excited about those recognisable locations.
Yes,
I was quite excited I was quite excited to get to be on set when they were shooting at those
recognisable locations. What I was saying, I think you guys are also expecting a second.
That's true.
Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you.
So what occupies your time between making like ginormous movies and passion projects like this one, raising a family? Are you able to kind of like, do you have like a hobby outside of stuff that I wouldn't know about? Like what do you? If you had like an hour of free time, what do you spend it on?
I play the piano very badly.
Okay.
I quite enjoy that, and I do really shoddy arts and crafts.
It manifests in what
way?
Like
making cards.
Oh.
I like making cards. Is that a weird thing to do?
No, I
do that.
I've just never received one. I'm still a little hurt.
But also for this film the other day, they had like they had Tom and Maisie and I trying to make our characters, or Hognob actually, and I thought I fancied myself a bit. I thought I'd be quite good. Appalling, absolutely appalling. Transpires Maisie Williams is like a serious animator in the making. Tom was pretty damn good. I was appalling. I had to leave with my head.
At least you're good at acting. There's that to fall back on. And finally, do you know what the next gig is in terms of?
I do, yeah. I'm working with Felicity Jones again.
That's right.
Yeah. We're doing a film called The Aeronauts together, which is it's a film about two people who go up in an air balloon in the mid-19th century to discover the heavens, and it's, I hope it's one of the most moving, beautiful scripts I've read in a while, so I'm really excited. I'm so excited to work with Fliss again. So.
Have you ever gone up in?
Never. I think I'm okay with heights, but we'll have to...
We'll see. Report back.
Exactly.
Good luck with that. It's always a pleasure to see you. Congratulations on this one.
So nice to see you too.
See you in the next one. Thank you.